today. So let's start. Okay.
You can see the slide.
Yes, we can see the slides. Yes, perfect.
Okay. This webinar today is about the structure and the tasks of the learning event. We are going to tell you how it is structured, the different activity modules, the different modules, and also the tasks that you have to do, the optional and the mandatory ones. As Angeliki already said, my name is Natalia Tzitzi. I'm an e-twinner since 2005 and an e-twinning ambassador since 2015. I've organized with various partners some learning events. I'm very happy to be here this evening to address you. Angeliki?
Yes, and hello from me as well. I am Angeliki Kougiourouki, a Greek twinning ambassador, as Natalia is, but I am far away from where Natalia lives. I'm from northeast Greece and a knit twinner since 2012 and a Greek ambassador since 2015. I'm a lifelong learner, as you have read already in my bio in the related page, and I am also the moderator of the Creative Classroom group, so you can join us if you want, and if you wish to find some other fellow partners. Natalia is also a member, and with Natalia we run a lot of presentations and seminars. So we decided that a learning event on the topic of blended learning, it will be more than useful for all of us in this lockdown period. So we are here.
So we are going to, as already told you, we are going to give you an insight into the structure of the learning event, what tasks are mandatory and need to be done in order for you to get the certificate, and which tasks are optional, but you should do them in order to get a better feeling of the learning event. And at the end, we can answer your questions, which you can all you can add to the chat while we speak, or you can wait until the end and then add your questions in the chat.
So as you can see here, we prepare the timeline for you to schedule in order to for you to be able to schedule your time. As you can see, we started at the 7th of December with the activity block 1, and this block is for introductions, and not only for your intros, but also kind of interaction among all the participants. So we thought that it will be good if a good chance for you to interact with each other and share things and share with us why you applied to attend this course. And then here comes the 8th of December, and we have the activity block 2, which is full of blended learning theory. As we prepared the learning event, we found a lot of useful material, and we thought that it could be a good opportunity for you to study and slow down for a while and study what is blended learning. And what about today's webinar, Natalia?
We thought that that at the beginning there might be questions for you to ask, and we also thought that there is a lot of material that you need to cover. So maybe we should draw your attention to the high points, to what is important. That is why we thought that a webinar would be nice to organize at the beginning of the learning event. Of course, you have the opportunity to ask your questions doubts and clear your doubts throughout the learning event. And there are two ways to do that. You either ask us through the help desk, the dedicated forum, and there you can have answers by your fellow e-twinners as well. Because as you know, e-twinning is most of all a world of cooperation, communication. We need to get in touch with each other in order to find solutions to problems. From starting tomorrow, we'll disclose activity block 3, where you can see the blended learning models one by one. You should spend one day on each one of these models so that you get to know them as well as you can. The first model was open today, just to give you an idea. So the second one will be disclosed tomorrow. You need to study the material that is provided there. You need to do the task 1, which is a very easy quiz with comprehension questions on the material provided on the main page of the model. And then you do 2 more tasks. The first one is mandatory. You have to do it, and it's a simple activity. Try to think of your teaching situation. Try to think of your subject and a specific topic that you want to teach. And in relation to this topic, try to figure out what a simple activity would be. You don't need to do something very extravagant, very complicated. And then from the 16th of December until the 18th, you cover activity block 4, which is the assignment. It's it is a twofold assignment. You organize, you plan, you design a lesson plan, and then you react to the lesson plan provided by one of the twinners who have submitted theirs in the relevant page. You'll get to know, you'll find more information as we go. So far, I've told you about,
Yeah.
Angeliki is going to give you more information about the mandatory tasks now.
Yes, as Natalia said, the activity block includes the 7 blended learning models, and each model will be open 1 per day, and then you have to stay focused on that model, read the information that exists there, watch the videos that we have found and embed there for you, and also do the mandatory quiz. This is a mandatory task. You have to do it in order to get the certificate. And of course, you have to visit also the forum where you have to post an idea for an activity. Each model, the 7 models, that is the station rotation, the lab rotation, the individual rotation, the flipped classroom, flex model, the enriched virtual model, and the a la carte. There are 7 different learning models, 7 different sub pages with 7 different quizzes and forums to be answered there. We want to give you the opportunity to interact with each other, so we have later on a compulsory, not an optional task to give feedback on what you have learned, on what you have read of participants and the other participants' posts, and reflect on each other. And then during the activity block 4, as it is written here, you have to plan your learning assignment. Assignment 1 is about a blended learning lesson plan, as Natalia said, not a very complicated one. And then the assignment 2 to get involved in the forum discussion. Of course, during all these days, you will be you will have the chance to post any question that you have in the help desk corner, or interact with each other in the coffee model corner. But Natalia will say, will be more specific in the optional tasks. These were the mandatory ones. Okay.
Yes, and these are the optional ones. The introduction tasks at the beginning of the learning event are meant for you to get to know each other. Think of it as a good opportunity, maybe even to find partners for a future e-twinning project. There is also in the activity block 3, there is the task 3, the third task in each one of the learning models presented. It's a forum discussion where you respond to a fellow e-twinners a suggestion of an activity. Try and find e-twinners that you share, that you either teach the same age students or that you teach the same subject. That way you can relate better to what they describe as an activity they would do in their class with their students. Before going back to going to the point of support, which I think we have already covered, I would like to remind you, I would like to tell you that the lesson plan is the main assignment for the learning event. There has been a lot of help. There has been a lot of material in this particular activity block. You have information about specific information of what to include in the lesson plan. There is an example lesson plan for you to follow. There is also there is also a detailed description of how to plan a lesson, a blended learning lesson. So I think that there shouldn't be any problem as long as you study all the material provided in activity blocks 3 and 4. Angeliki?
Yes, and before going to further more information, I would like to say to Maria and Marina that they have written in the chat box that they finally found the right room. Yes, we organized 2 webinars at the same time because no, we will say that again. Don't worry. We organized 2 webinars more or less at the same time, so you will have the chance for those one of you who couldn't reach the room at the specific 6 o'clock. Don't worry, because you were a lot. You are a lot. You are 300 and 300 participants, and the webinar accepts only 100. So that's why we organized 2. And after the 7:30, we will repeat all the information, and you can post the questions here as well. And I would like also to share with you that we have pages that are full of resources for you to study, because somewhere we found this material for you. So with you, we learn also as well. And there is a page, as I said, with useful resources for you to visit, and links and so on, and papers. And there is also a page with useful tools that you could use during your planning, or during your application in one of the suggested blended models. And as the slide says, we are here to support you, both Natalia and me. We are here to answer your questions, and of course, you can support each other, because this is also a twinning. Natalia,
Uh,
isn't
we,
that so?
yes, yes, I totally agree. The presentation wasn't long because the actual material is right there on the twin space. I should add that the material is not just text. We have tried and included as much visual material as possible because we know that there are visual learners as well that would benefit from visual material better than just a text. The ones with linguistic intelligence, they can read the text. The others can watch the videos. And the resources, as Angeliki said, there are many resources. You can use them for future reference. There are many tools that you can start experimenting with so that you can see which fits better your purpose, your teaching situation, the topics that you want to teach. And I think we have covered most of the points that we wanted to cover. If there are any questions, we would be more than happy to answer them. Angeliki, did you have the
Yes,
chance to
I
take a
would
look
like to answer some questions.
at
Yes,
the
first
chat
of all, the
box?
webinar is being
If there are any
recorded, so
questions?
we can add it as soon as we have the recording. We will add it in the webinars page. Also, I would like to say to you that since this learning event is being hosted by the eTwinning platform, we have to do it in this. Platform and not in Zoom or other platforms. And also, you can, Monica, you can communicate with us through the twin mail, which is on the screen that Natalia is showing now, where the number one it is, as we can see, we have messages and you can communicate with us from there, from the twin mail, because as e-trainers, we have to use all the suggested tools that the e-training platform provides us. So write us a twin mail from there, post your question in the forum, and of course, as I said earlier, we organized two webinars for this day. And also there are other participants that are waiting for us in the other room. So we have to visit them as well. And Natalia is going to show you now how the platform is. Okay, Natalia.
Okay, you all have already seen this tab because it has been being published. This is activity block 3 with all 7 blended learning models. Station rotation model has been disclosed this morning. Lab rotation model will be disclosed tomorrow morning. I mean, after 12, after midnight. And then after the 7, let me take a look at this one, the station rotation model. So there is the visual material, there is text, there is more visual material, and the advantages. Take a look at the advantages and the disadvantages. Try to figure out in comparison to your teaching situation, which of these advantages and disadvantages are true. Take a look at the sample activity because it is actually what we want you to do in task 2. There is more visual material that can help you get the grasp of what station rotation model or any other blended learning model is. The assessment quiz is an easy comprehension check quiz, which you can take and retake until you get it right. Then there is the discussion. Here you move to the forum by clicking on go to discussion, and there is task 2, the mandatory task, where you can, when you have to take a moment, you have to think of what you have studied, and you have to find out how I'm going to put this theory into practice. How am I going to turn this theory into a concrete activity that I can actually materialize, that I can actually do in my class? Doesn't have to be something difficult. Do not go into many details. We don't want you to write a detailed report. We need a simple activity with a main idea, what the students are going to do, what the students are going to produce through these activity, how they are going to be arranged. You can mention one or all three of these points I've just mentioned. And then there is the optional task, which we invite you to complete as well by studying what the posts submitted by the fellow e-twiners in order to get to get a better idea of what the each model is. Let me take you back to the pages and show you activity block 4, where the assignment is. There is introduction to the assignment, start blending today, planning a blended learning lesson, gives you the process step by step, how to structure a blended learning lesson, all the points that you should take into consideration, all the materials that you should collect. Try and study the text as closely as possible. And then there is the example lesson plan. This is what your blended learning lesson plan should include. This is the template that is provided to you, and you have to build on that. You need 2 activities in the blended learning lesson, no more than that. And the template is provided here. Activity block 4, learning event assignment. That's the main page. The other pages that I've just shown you are sub pages. The learning event assignment, which is mandatory, should include this. It's actually that's the first assignment. It's a kind of reflection. You need to think of this theory in terms of your own teaching situation. We not organize learning events just to provide you with chunks of theory. We need you to build on this theory and use it in order to do something really practical, hands-on activities in your class. And learning assignment 2 is the lesson plan. The template is here. The example of the blended learning lesson plan is here, so you can use them. And then after creating yours, after designing your lesson plan and typing it, you can edit here. It can be a document. It can be a file. It could be I don't know, a URL if you want to, if you want to share a document on Google Drive or whatever. It should be posted here. That's the only
And
presupposition for that.
I think that we
I
should tell
think that,
them,
yes.
Natalia, that they have to slow down and read carefully all the resources, all the information, and all the instructions that are written in every page and every sub-page, in every quiz and in every task, in a forum, and so on. So take a slow down step and read them carefully in order to achieve your goals. And as far as I can see, see here in the chat box some questions. I would like to try to give some answers. Hani asks if how we can know that we can complete the mission or no. Every time you do the quiz, we get the answers, and since we get the answers with your name, we can see that you completed the task. And each time that you interact in the forum and post something there, we can see your name. So don't worry, honey. We can see everything that is happening in this learning event. Okay, don't worry. Do we have to take the quizzes by 100%? I think no. Every quiz that we prepared for you has a feedback. So you succeed or you don't succeed. The fact is that you do the quiz, you try to do it. So don't worry if you take 100% or 80%. Even me and Natalia, we cannot take, in fact, 100%. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not so sure. Anna says that she did the assessment, the quiz task, but she forgot to add her name. Can she do the quiz again? Yes. Natalia says that you can do it again.
No, if it's the first one, she can't do it
Space or
on
rotation.
the Survey
It is
Monkey.
space or rotation.
Anna can't take it again, but you don't need to worry. I
Yes.
have just station rotation. Yes, Anna, I have taken down your name, and I'll let you know what you can do. Okay,
Yes,
but I
but
think it's okay.
we would
You don't
like
need to know to worry.
yes,
The
please
one without
write
a
your
name
name.
would
Don't
be Anna's.
forget
I
to
know.
write your name. Okay, it is the only way for us to know if you did the quiz or you didn't. Just write your name before doing the quiz. Don't forget to do it. In some quizzes, because we used a lot of web tools to prepare the quizzes. We wanted to give to provide you as many tools as exist and exist for free. So some of them have the field of the name as a mandatory one. You cannot proceed if you don't write your name, or you cannot submit the answer if you don't write your name. But some other quizzes do not ask it as a mandatory. So please take a careful look if you added your name or not. What else? What?
Uh, one participant asked whether they have access to the platform throughout the learning event. Of course, and actually have access to the platform after the completion of the learning event. So if you study activity block 2 and this is disclosed, it's disclosed forever. So you can go back to that and study it again. And one last thing that we definitely should share with you is that the official end of the learning event is December the 18th, but actually we have decided to give you an extension until December the 25th, but this is the last extension that we can give. So by December the 24th, before the Christmas party at your house, you have to have completed the lesson plan and
So
all the
Natalia,
mandatory tasks
yes,
and
I think that
assignments.
we should go to the other
Angeliki, will
event.
you
We should go to the other event
will you
because there are
proceed with the
other
question?
participants waiting for us there,
Yes.
and you have to be there in order to make me also a presenter. I can stay here, and if you like, you can go to the other room, and I can stay here to give more instructions and answer the questions.
Yes.
Okay, and I will meet you there in a few minutes. So, do you have any other questions here? And you need to be answered here from me. I will stay here for a couple of minutes, and if you have any other questions to post, either stay with me here or we can move on to the other room, because there are also other participants waiting there to have more instructions. Okay, okay. But don't hesitate to ask for help, either with the twin mail or with the posts in the forum, in the help desk. Okay, so we can stay here. Yes, Katerina, if you wish to make a question, you can stay here. If you haven't covered over your questions, we can stay here. Let me see if I wasn't able to attend the great part of the meeting. Anna, we can move to, yes, of course, you can move to the other room. I will be there in a few minutes as well. Yes, definitely, you can go there. You need a tool to resize your pictures before upload them on the twin space. Julie, there are a lot of resize tools, a lot of online resizers. You can search in the internet. There are a lot of a lot of online tools that you can post your photo there and resize it at any size you want to upload it. But keep in mind that in order to upload the photo in the twin space, it has to be 2 megabytes only. Okay. Yes. You can go to the other room, Katerina. I will be there with you as well. But Natalia is in the other room. What you want? I don't have a problem. If you would like to stay here, I will be with you for some minutes. The questionnaires, the quizzes are. Every quiz is in every chapter, so in every subpage. So for the moment, the station rotation model is open. Natalia opened it today, so you have to study all the theory and all the content that exists in that subpage. You have to watch the videos and you have to focus on what is the station rotation model, and then you can do the quiz and you can do all the other tasks. The quiz is a mandatory task, and then the reflection on the forum is also a mandatory task, and also there is an optional one if you would like to do it so. What else I can read? Any other question? Any other question? Do you have any other question? How do I go to the other room? Andreas, you can exit this room and then log into the other. There is in the meetings. There is in the meetings, but everything is answered here. You can find them there as well. So everything you asked here, it will be repeated in the other room. So you can post your questions here if you cannot manage to go to the other room. Everything is the same. Can you complete the activities on any date until the end of the learning event? Yes, but keep in mind, Alice, that every day one model, blended model, will be open. So tomorrow after midnight, the lab rotation, it will be open, and then after one day the individual model, and then the flex and the flipped classroom. So every day one model, and you have 2 days from 16 to 18 of December to think and prepare a lesson plan according to the instructions that are written in the related page, and then to submit your lesson plan where Natalia showed you earlier. But of course, you have an extension until 25th of December to complete all the tasks. Yes, of course, I will be here to let me know if in any case by sending to email, and either Natalia and me, we will be there to answer any question that you will have. No, 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 not, Katerina. It is okay? And Natalia in the other room will repeat the same thing that we are discussing here. What else? You can send us a twin mail and ask for help, or you can post your question in the help. Let me share. Let me share what the screen and show you what you have to do. Okay, just a moment. I will share the screen and will show you. So you can send us a twin mail from here, or you can visit the forum and post your question in the help desk. And of course, you can interact with each other at the coffee model, where there are suggestions for any twinning project based on the blended learning, or about the ideas maybe you would have. And you are searching for partners. But going back to forums, here is the help desk, and of course you can post your questions in any question thread. Okay, we are here to help you, to support you during the learning event, so don't worry, everything will be clear. Progressive metal. Ibrahim, there is no progressive metal. Each time you will do the quiz, you will get the feedback. And when everything is at the end, we will inform the Central Support Service to provide the certificate in which participant has successfully completed the tasks. So don't worry. You will receive the certificate once this learning event will be over. So I think at the middle of January. But you have to complete the mandatory tasks in order to get the certificate. Okay? Anything else you would like to ask? I'm here. Okay. I think that the certificate is not what we need. In this kind of period, we need the knowledge to know how to implement a blended learning model. Okay. I think this is the most important that we need since we are all going online this period. We would like to know how we can do it in a more successful way, not only for us, but for students to be benefited from all this that we could offer to them. Okay, if there is no other question, maybe we can